City 102.5, the alternative station. Joe Jewett in the morning show. Time for Now Loading, our weekly look at the big video game releases. It's all brought to you by Comic Town, your source for comic books and more. Jeremy from Gaming Nexus in. How you doing, Jeremy?
Not too bad.
What's up this week?
Very busy week this week. First off, if you want to cash in on a new experience without actually spending any cash, there's a new free-to-play title on the PlayStation 3.
We like free things.
Yes. This is free-to-play. It's called Eve Dust 514. It's a digital title. It's a first-person shooter. Comes from Sony and CCP Games. Basically, there's a very popular MMORPG, massive multiplayer online role-playing game, called EVE Online for the PC.
Okay.
That's more strategy-based. This is an action version of that. Now, the games are actually tied, so what happens in one dictates the economic surroundings of the other.
Yeah.
So with this one, it's all about guns a-blazing, first-person shooter. Go out, play with tons of people online. It's a persistent world. It's always changing, even when you're gone. And like I said, it changes depending on what happens in the other game as well.
Pretty solid, even though it doesn't cost you a nickel?
Yeah, I did a lot of time in the early betas of it. Was very impressed with it. For a free-to-play game, it's incredibly solid. Again, first-person shooter, so it's all about shooting. You can spend some money for some upgrades and enhancements to your characters and weapons, but that's purely optional. And, not something you have to do. But, hey, it's free. Definitely worth checking out.
Okay. What next?
Next up is Anomaly 2 for the PC. This is a sequel to a very highly rated tower defense game called Anomaly Warzone Earth a couple years ago. That one kind of changed things around a little bit because it let people be the attackers for the first time.
Okay.
Tower defenses are popular on mobile phones and stuff. You basically build different towers and turrets to protect against waves of enemies coming in. Well, the last time, you got to play the waves of enemies going in. Well, this time you get to do both. So they've added some multiplayer features, let you can play against each other, one person being on offense, one being on defense, and plus the campaign puts you on both sides of it at different times. So getting decent reviews so far, pretty popular, and available for the PC.
Is this out now?
Yes.
Okay, because it said rating pending.
Yeah,
they put out a game and then they decide if it's what the rating on it is?
It actually launched officially late yesterday.
Yeah.
And as of yesterday afternoon when I checked, they didn't have the official rating put up on the site for it. So
okay.
With a lot of the digital titles on Steam and the PC, that stuff happens in an instance. Like suddenly it's updated and released.
Okay.
So, I'm guessing it's probably somewhere around a teen.
Okay.
It's aliens and stuff, so it's not like blood and gore.
Right.
But there is some visible violence in it.
Okay. And lastly, we have Metro.
Yes, this is the big release for the week. It's called Metro Last Light. This is available for the PC, PS3, and Xbox 360. And it is the sequel to one of my all-time favorite games, Metro 2033. It's a first-person shooter, but I hate to call it that. It's basically an interactive narrative told from the perspective of behind a gun.
Okay.
Basically, it's post-apocalyptic Moscow. All the people have been driven underground to escape the fallout, and the different metro stations have become their own states, and they're warring states and whatnot. So it's like a whole new world underground over there.
So do you hate to think of it as a first-person shooter because it discounts the story?
I think it does.
Is that what you think?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because people look at it and think, first-person shooters get a bad name in that sense because they're a dime a dozen nowadays.
Yeah.
But the focus here is really on the story and the experience than it is the gunplay.
Okay.
Now, if you're comparing it technically for its gunplay to something like Call of Duty or Battlefield,
right?
No comparison because the focus isn't there. You think, oh, this doesn't play anywhere near as good as those games.
Right.
That's not its focus. Its focus is to engulf you in this story that's absolutely amazing and just suck you into the world. New one, I've put plenty of hours into it. It's just as solid as the other one.
Okay.
And, we're looking at Game of the Year potential here.
Okay.
So definitely one you want to check out, and I actually brought a copy along so that someone can do just that.
Nice. Metro Last Light, that's PC, Xbox 360, PlayStation 3. What is this one that you have here?
This is for the Xbox 360. It's the limited edition version of the game.
Awesome. We'll take caller 6. You want to pick that up right now, 221-1025. Caller 6, 221-1025. You'll be a winner with Metro Last Light. Jeremy, people want more information on the games?
GamingNexus.com.
Thanks, sir.
CD 1025.